Well, good day, folks. Your boy Ferris here, and I am coming to you live here from my home office, bringing you a closer look at MWR Life. And my hopes for you guys in 2026 is that you find a business, that fits your personality. But this one right here fits mine, because I know for the fact that come hell, come high water, I'm gonna be here. Because I really am planning on doing a lot of travel, and what this is doing for me for the next foreseeable future is making the time that I want to go travel and the times that I want to go out and travel that much faster, which by having this as a membership that I'm not just spending money on a health and wellness product or whatever have you, it's actually saving my money and putting my money back towards future travel. And when I introduce other people to this, I earn commissions from that, not just commissions, but build a team. One of the things I made as my mission last year, well, I say last year, it's just like last month, was that I said that I was going to upload videos on a regular basis to my channel. Come what may. Come what may. I am going to make this not an attempt. Make an attempt, but I'm going to keep a schedule log and just journal and keep track of my journey as far as what I do as far as marketing wise, as far as, of course, marketing wise, using live videos, but also sending out flyers and sending out mailers and stuff like that. And to keeping notes of what happens when leads come in, how much I spend. I'm just going to, make this whole thing work for me, and I'm just, and by showing you guys, that if you stick with something, it'll happen. In the past, I've jumped from company to company, and when it didn't, feel right, I was talking to another one of my friends. He had just gotten involved with a company, and he sells Carnival Cruise Line packages to people, and he wasn't making the money he was thinking he was supposed to make. And I told him, I said, man, we have been in companies and doing things since our early 30s, and now I'm 50. I started with this at 33. As I look back at the companies I jumped around in, if I had chosen one solid company that stayed around, that's been around for a while, and just worked it, where would I have been? Where could I have gotten to? What would have been, the ultimate, would have been the ultimate goal of me achieving something that I've never achieved before? And one of the things I've been watching is motivational videos, and one of them was Steve Harvey. He said, and this is everybody kind of knows this, is the things that the results of quitting is that when you quit, there's a guarantee that it won't happen. And that goes back to me saying that, looking at some of our famous actors and comedians that are out now, rappers and stuff like that. A lot of the times you never heard of, them until it happened. And that means like I said, Kevin Hart tells a story that he was working at a strip club, and they threw it, and it was a male strip club, and one of the ladies threw a chicken bone at his face because he was a little man on stage, and they was all riled up and everything like that. And you can go back and look at the video. I'm not gonna say everything he said, but you never see the beginning. You never see the beginning of when something started, and it didn't start glamorous. It didn't start where they had a whole lot of oomph, or had a crowd that followed them. It was just them in a club trying to perfect their craft. And this is all that I'm doing right now, is perfecting and working on my craft. I'm putting these videos out, regardless, come high water. Whether I get a couple views, whatever have you. My goal is to put out a video and a short one day, and then a video, two shorts the next day, and then just kind of repeat the process. And with this company and this opportunity, the things that I hope to do is, like I said, make travel shorter for me, make it happen for me that I could see. So I could see, at the end of the game, because this, at the end of the game, what I've done, because this is membership that I have that is possible that I'm presenting to you right now, is one that allows you to make travel a lot more attainable. Now, a lot of us have been in travel companies before. One of the biggest ones that I knew of was World Ventures, and it went, defunct. I think 6 or 7 years after it got started. Here you have a company that's been in business for 13 years and has well over in Europe 500,000 people, but North America is just now getting its feet set in. And with the beginning phases of building something, at the beginning phases and having the chance of building something that is that's going to be really, really big. And the way I feel about this is, and the reason why I feel that way is that because I've seen it happen. I've quit a company so fast, and I put out videos and stuff like that, and had a gang of people calling me. But when I told them, hey, I quit, but your video was just released last month, Mr. Lonnie, I'm like, yeah, I know. It's because I gave him some lame excuse or whatever have you, but the truth of it is I don't know, like a lot of people, I had shiny ball syndrome, but that's where that's got me today. I'm 50 years old, man, and I'm a year older, and this is 2026, and here we are. We are going, here we are, and I'm this is the plan. I'm sticking with this, man, because I think of myself as a customer first. The residual income is going to be a bonus. The real reward for me is being able to travel and go see places, because as human beings, we don't know what's out there. Some of these places that I looked up and that I make shorts of, I had never heard of. I may have heard of them, but I just, never thought, that there were possibilities, that I could ever go to them. As a matter of fact, the only way that when I was younger that I thought I was going to be able to travel and see this world as a young man is join the United States Navy and see it and travel. And I did go a lot of places. I've been to England, Russia, Spain, Germany. I've been to Africa once. They took a country boy to Amsterdam, which was wow. Which is, yeah, that's all I can say about that. Wow. I've been all in the Bahamas. I have Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, all that places, and then got a chance to go to Canada and experience that. Halifax, Nova Scotia. What's up? People don't know about that little country town, Halifax, Nova Scotia, but they call it a country town, but it was nice to me. And then it was St. John's, Canada, and then I lived in Japan for a couple years, and got a chance to go to Korea and Hong Kong and all that other stuff. And I got a chance to, see those things, but I had to, it was a cost at being on somebody else's timeline. I never got a chance to enjoy it. Never had any free days. I always had a curfew when I went to those places. Here we have an opportunity not just to travel the way we want to, but start up and start up 2 channels to build up a business on both ends. One, we have a channel. We have our business channel where we can promote the business side of this. 2, you can have a separate channel where you can promote, where you've been to, and it's a tax write-off for your business. And you're building up an audience on that other channel, which is building up a secondary income because of YouTube. If when your channel takes off from you visiting and being a travel influencer, so to say, and providing people with information about the places that you're going to, also using some of those clips for your business channel, show them, hey, I'm actually traveling. But over here, I'm informing you about the travel, utilizing the market system I have. And not only has capture pages that promote the business side, but it also promotes the membership. So on average, if a person just wants the membership, they can just utilize the membership themselves and then travel and see the world. So yeah. This is a possibility. This is just, one of the possibilities. But I am planting my feet with this company. This is, where I'm going to be at. Because the latter of the secondary part of it is quitting and not seeing the things happen that I want to see, and being the first in my family to make something happen. Or this side of the family make something happen. I am going to make that happen. So anyway, I just want to put this video out, and wish you guys a happy 2026, happy blessed 2026, and that you guys make all the money that you possibly can make. And I want to say this: be blessed, unstressed, and always be motivated by success. And I will see you guys on the beaches of the world, if not, hope to see you at the bank catching a big check, living the best life you possibly could live, because why the heck not? You only get one of them. You might as well make it your best. But with that being said, hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell to be notified of all future uploads I will be having on this channel, just to stay in the loop of what your boy's doing. And with that, big peace. Until the next one.